Assalamualaikum. Hi there students. How are you? I hope you are all safe and sound. Welcome to another learning episode for we are about to explore the world of English. I am Teacher Rani, your English teacher for today. Now we are in quarter 2 week 6 and our lesson is comparing and contrasting opinions. Our most essential learning competency is compare and contrast own opinions with those presented in familiar texts. In our previous lesson, you have learned the significance of distinguishing fact from opinion. We also have learned how to compare different genres of the same topic based on the certain elements. As you continue the journey to becoming an effective communicator, it is fundamental that you also learn to recognize how speakers and writers come up with strategies in sending their intended messages. Observing details on how they present facts and opinions will be beneficial on your part as you develop your own style in writing and speaking. Our lesson is about comparing and contrasting opinions. In writing and speaking, formulating opinions could be challenging. Evaluating the validity and credibility of evidences in our argumentation alone asks for a lot of skills. However, as mentioned at the beginning of this lesson, learning how other writers and speakers construct their arguments can help you in developing your own style to convince your audience that you have sound ideas. Learning how to compare and contrast other ideas can help you to be critical and reflective on the kind of information you will feed yourself. However, primarily, you should learn to evaluate someone's claims first. One way to evaluate others' opinions is by identifying the persuasive strategies used by the writer or speaker. Knowing these strategies not only helps you formulate strong claims, but also helps you identify the weak ones. Here are 3 elements of persuasion identified by Aristotle, a famous philosopher: ethos, pathos, and logos. By appealing to these 3 elements, a speaker or writer will increase his or her chances of persuading an audience. Ethos, it is appeal to the writer's credibility, ethics, morals, and character. Pathos, it is an appeal to the emotions of the audience. And logos, it is an appeal to logic and reason. When you evaluate an appeal to logos, you consider an argument based on facts, evidence, and reason. Using logos means appealing to the reader's sense of what is logical. When you evaluate an appeal to ethos, you examine how successfully the writer-speaker appeals to the audience's sense of ethical behavior. The writer or speaker presents himself or herself to the audience as credible, trustworthy, honest, and ethical. Some of the questions you can ask yourself as you evaluate an author's ethos may include the following. Has the writer or speaker cited his or her sources, or in some way made it possible for the audience to access further information on the issue? Does he or she demonstrate familiarity with different opinions and perspectives? Does he or she provide complete and accurate information on the issue? Lastly, pathos is making an appeal to emotions, making people feel that they have a connection with the topic at hand evokes certain emotions, beliefs, and values. To better understand the 3 persuasive techniques, here are the descriptions of logos, ethos, and pathos. For logos, uses logic or reason, states claim clearly, gives logical reason, includes facts, statistics, research information. For ethos, convinces the audience that he or she is credible, uses correct grammar, sounds as well research of the subject matter, maintains formality. For pathos, appeals to audience's emotions, carefully chooses words, uses figurative language, draws emotional responses to the audience as anger, guilt, pity, etc. Let's take a look at these examples. Logos. As a doctor, I am qualified to tell you that this course of treatment will likely generate the best results considering all the symptoms, conditions, and options. Ethos. More than 100 peer-reviewed studies have been conducted over the past decade, and none of them suggest that this is an effective treatment for hair loss. Pathos. There is no price that can replace peace of mind. Our advanced security systems will protect the well-being of your family so that you can sleep soundly at night. Now that you know how to evaluate claims, it is important that you understand the grammatical markers that you may use in contrasting and comparing these claims. The following words or short phrases are used to compare two items or ideas. Like, likewise, same as well as, also, similar to, both, and resemble. Here is a short paragraph that uses some of these expressions. Time, like money, is a limited resource. You cannot buy everything you want. Likewise, you do not have enough time to do everything you want to do. Our time is the same as our money. It is limited. Also, time is a resource when work needs to be done. The following words or short phrases are used to contrast two items or ideas. Unlike, as opposed to, whereas, in contrast to, different from, on the contrary, on the other hand, however, although. Here is a short paragraph that uses some of these expressions. Unlike time or money, desire is an unlimited resource. Think about it. In contrast to money, which can run out, your desire for new experiences and ideas will never end. Whereas, there is never enough time to do everything you want. Your desire will always come up with something new and exciting. Okay, since we already learned our lesson about comparing and contrasting opinion, let's do learning task 1. Read each sentence carefully. Identify whether the statements compare or contrast ideas. Number 1. Ella had her hair done in style similar to mine. Number 2. That bike has the same color as our car. Number 3. I was hungry, but I was reluctant to eat since I did not like what was on offer. 4. I got an A in math, and I am doing well in other classes too. 5. I ordered steak, however, chicken was served instead. 6. I got my homework done despite the fact that I left my book at school. 7. That story resembles one I read a year ago. 8. Hank is 6 feet tall, although his brother is only 5 feet. 9. I eat meat, whereas my parents only eat vegetables. 10. My taste differs from yours since I do not have sweet tooth. Let's further enhance your understanding of the lesson by doing learning task 7. Fill in the blanks with the correct terms relevant to what you have learned in this lesson. Choose from the word pool. Here are the choices: claims, contrasting, speaker, reflective, persuasive, and fact. Comparing and blank others' ideas are skills that can help you to be critical and blank on the kind of information you will feed yourself. One way to evaluate others' opinions is by identifying the blank strategies used by the writer or blank. Knowing these strategies not only helps you formulate strong blank, but also helps you identify the weak ones. To sum everything up, learning how to compare and contrast others' ideas can help you to be critical and reflective on the kind of information you will feed yourself. One way to evaluate others' opinions is by identifying the persuasive strategies used by the writer or speaker. Knowing these strategies not only helps you formulate strong claims, but also helps you identify the weak ones. The three elements of persuasion identified by Aristotle are ethos, pathos, and logos. So, that ends our lesson about comparing and contrasting opinions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Best MNHS English TV. See you next time as we learn another English lesson. Bye!